Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video clearing more Uncleared 2022 levels and one 2023 level. It's been a couple weeks since I played. I still don't have a Switch 2. I'm looking a little bit. We're going to start off with 3D World and basically work our way backwards. I think the third and fourth 3 and Super Mario World are switched around. This one is not too bad. I didn't understand his little symbols at first. Breakable block means long jump. Non-breakable block means big jump. So it took me 1 or 2 deaths, and I'm like, oh, I get it. It's not that complicated. So, you know, he gives me his indicators, and this is basically all it is, and it's, you know, you don't have a lot of room to react. Sometimes you jump too far and you don't have enough room to jump. But it's honestly a pretty easy level, and I think this is the clear right here. It took me maybe 6 lives. I don't know. I didn't look at the count so much when I started recording the audio. But yeah, it was like 3 minutes, 2 minutes of playing this level. So yeah, this was very easy. I did miss the flag once and hit the spikes, or I forgot I didn't jump on the last jump and I hit the spikes on the side. Otherwise, yeah, not a bad level. I do not like it. Maybe a little too reaction. Not a bad level though. Probably this level is okay, and the Super Mario World level are okay. And those are the two I leave neutral. The other ones I'll boo, and took me a while to find an SMBU level I could actually do, because man, a lot of speedruns left. Plus the program's not really working right now, or whatever they use to go through levels, so a lot of times you get levels that are already cleared when you look at it, and no one knows how many levels are left in 2022. It's been a month since you've been able to look at that. So, you know, we still have a list, but it's not really being updated, so you get a lot of, you know, cleared levels. Anyway, this one is super easy. I got a couple of speedruns I couldn't do, and then I hit this one, and this one took me 3 lives, I think, and I think I show everything I played. You see, I found a dev block for a squirrel nut. The guy's upload time is like 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes or something like that. So this is what I would assume is a not very skilled player. This is just like a little kiddie level, basically. It's not Little Timmy, but it's not much better than that. It's not just random garbage. Meant to land on the edge of that, and I missed, and I fell off, and I just side ducked that, and I'm just drifting off, and I'm like, well, I hope I can find something. I'm under here. That's not good. And then I was able to boost, and here's the end. I'm like, oh, that was really easy. Yeah, so the upload time was, it was either 2.5 minutes or 3.5 minutes. Maybe I'll look at the end. I don't remember if I kept that in here. I do actually go to leave. Yeah, I boo it for the dev items. Probably doesn't even deserve it. It's so easy. But I go to leave a message that these are there. I think they're really easy to find. I found it on accident right away. I didn't look at anything. But he doesn't have me able to comment, so that either means he's glad he's happy to hide stuff, or he's a little kid whose parents don't want me to yell at him. So yeah, I mean, I could say doesn't really deserve a boo, but it's garbage. I mean, it's nothing worthwhile. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the 2023 level. As I said, every time I looked, there was a guy named Dr. Clay who was clearing the hell out of all kinds of levels. I actually talked to him on Discord just this morning when I was playing around on Discord. And I said, I see your name all over these levels. And he's like, well, I won't touch NSMBU, so if you want to clear some, go there. I'm like, whatever. I don't care. I think at least a couple of the ones I saw that had been cleared had his name on it. But the last time I looked for 2022 Super Mario Bros. 3 levels, his name was all over that. Yeah, this is a pretty lousy, kind of lame level where you just have to be in this. And I hit this on off switch. I don't think it matters even a little bit. I don't remember seeing any other on-off blocks, so it's just there to be there, I guess. I don't know. Hate bumpers, of course. Yeah, it's when you're on these lifts, and going on a track, it's like, okay, where exactly am I to be positioned where I won't hit that bumper? This is the final clear. This one only took me, I probably cut out a couple of lives on this one. It probably took me less than 10 at least. I hit this skewer at least once, I think. I might have fallen off. Gotta avoid those blocks. Yeah, if we hit that bumper, we're dead. That's basically the only real, and then we're just avoiding these, few. It's just kind of a long, boring level. It's not that long, really, but I'm not a big fan of this kind of level in general. Pretty sure I booed this. Maybe I didn't. It's so easy. I don't usually, like, boo the really easy levels. I did that last one I did just for the dev blocks, even though, like I said, they're super easy to find. I could have won there, and if I wanted to. Could almost hit that spike. And I thought, I'm like, oh, I better jump over here. Then I paused buffer to make sure I hit it, and I was like, oh, I hope there's nothing blocking this block. No, this is a very easy level. Expert level. Although I think it's super expert by clear, because I think people took like 60 lives to attempt it and couldn't clear it. 70, yeah, 1 out of 70. It only took me like 4 or 5 tries, I think. Now we're on to the last 2 levels. The Super Mario World level is actually pretty difficult. This is an attempt at like a Kaizo Light level. I think the first area is a little like confusing, not super well set up. Sometimes you're moving, sometimes you have to wait, and I can't believe that guy went to the left, but he did. But the first section took me a while. The second section I actually fairly well like, and then the third section is just kind of a very messy boss fight with infinite power-ups, which is, I think I don't even die there. This just took me forever to figure out. You have to wait for that ball. You can't see the spike guy over here very well, so it's really hard to judge when that ball is gonna come. Eventually I kind of just sat there and waited and watched a bunch of balls come to see if I can get the rhythm down. And I'm not sure exactly. I assume I have to hit the Mecha Koopa above, but it's kind of like not really indicated, so I mean, everything has a square on it, so everything is indicated, but which order do you hit the stuff in? I don't know. But yeah, you're supposed to hit the Mecha Koopa first, and I for a while I was like, I don't know if I can get this. Look how far I went there, and I didn't quite make it, but eventually I did get it. And then where do you go? I went to the Koopa first, and then I hit this guy, and I'm like, oh, maybe I have to go to the Mecha Koopa first. But yeah, when you have like multiple things going on, and you have to go backwards, it's really confusing. So you bounce off the Mecha Koopa, you hit the Koopa shell, and then we'll watch a whole run, because the last step is to hit the spike ball, which I was a little confused about. This guy actually had made a level just 2 weeks ago, so I did invite him to the channel, and if you came, welcome. I did not boo your level. I did give it a like for this first section, basically, but it's not bad. I like the second section quite a bit. Yeah, this is the most fun. Racing against lava. I make a mistake here. I'm supposed to grab the Mecha Koopa, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even see that there was a guy under him. I didn't even notice. A lot of places on this, he puts a Z, and I'm like, well, why didn't you tell me the Z? And I'm like, oh wait, no, right here is exactly where I said that. I'm like, where's the? I didn't see any Z, and I'm like, oh wait, it's right there. Can't blame him for my blindness. Here you have to wait a second, which is a little confusing. Here's another Z that I just completely ignore. I'm racing against the lava. I'm not thinking very hard. He does indicate it okay here. I think the first section is just, I just missed the jump there. Yeah, he had not made a level in like a year or two, and then he made a level like 2 weeks ago, so if he's looking at it, I'm like, well, hey, I don't know, maybe he still plays. That doesn't necessarily mean you don't play if you don't make levels. I don't make levels, and I still play at least, you know, once a week, generally. I didn't last week, though, because I had made 2 videos. Apparently, if you have Mario Maker on the Switch too, it loads a lot faster, which that makes me want to get it almost as much as anything, because some of these load times when you die. So this is obviously the final run of the second section. Actually, it's the final run of the whole level, because I don't die in the third section. Although I'm very glad that he gave me a checkpoint. Yeah, I like this section. It's fun. This part's kind of funny. I got hit by that ball last time. I almost got hit there. You have a lot of time. It's not like too strict. You know, some people would align the hell out of these areas with spikes, which would have really sucked. I like the people in can be kind of fun. It's not the best. Oh, here's some spikes. But you know, for a long time he didn't have them, so it was just, you know, the difficulty raised as he went along. And then here's the boss fight. Oh, I passed here actually. Infinite pea balloons. You can fall in the lava pretty easily. So you just have to make sure you land on the people, and it took me a while. I was flying around trying to figure out what I was supposed to do, and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to hit the... I didn't see the on-off switches to the right there at first. And I'm still not 100% sure what's gonna happen. And there's 3 Koopalings now. Each hit, the first couple of hits released a new one. And I don't see it, but something's gonna drop on that rail above. Right here, you see it right now? I don't see it yet. So I'm like, am I supposed to kill these guys? I could probably kill these guys, you know. And now I see it. I went for it there. So you get 2 hits with the people, and thankfully. There, I got a key, but I want to kill these guys because I don't know if there's extra keys. It turns out that they don't have it. If you go through this without a pea balloon, you die. But you should have a pea balloon. It's pretty obvious that you kind of have to have one. It would have been funny if I didn't. I wouldn't have gotten too mad about it. Like, the boss fight's not that hard. I'm glad he gave me a checkpoint, though. Yeah, I would say, except for a little bit of the confusion on that first section, I probably would have given this a like. I don't love the boss fight, but it's not bad. Maybe a little too chaotic, but it's pretty easy with the infinite power-ups. And he didn't have any other uncleared levels. I did look. He had a couple of other really difficult ones. I don't know if I gave it as many lives as something like 100 lives or something like that. I swear to God I didn't play it that much. Maybe somebody else was playing at the same time. I don't know. Sorry, I stole your first clue if that's the case. So the Super Mario Bros. 1 level was the hardest level. This one required the level viewer, and thankfully somebody had already looked it up once because it was available. That's if somebody's already done it, looked it up, it's in the memory of the program. But it can't get new ones. So, like if you had a level, even if no one had looked up this level ever, I wouldn't be able to say. You have to use it though, because there's hidden blocks everywhere in this puzzle. This is a puzzle. There's hidden blocks that you have to hit, and there are off-screen shenanigans, which is really lame. Right here, I'm kind of soft-locked. We need that Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom. And I realized too late, I'm like, oh, I'm done. There's nothing I can do. We need this. We're gonna see what's over here, but there's nothing over here, actually. I'm supposed to go back through the door. If I get the mushroom on this side, I'm pretty screwed, though. There's nothing I can do. But I can grab these balls and throw them at the bombs, and I try to do some stuff there. All the stuff on the right is actually like comes in later. Kill a few things right here. That Spike has a key, but I can't get to him yet. I've not looked in the program yet. I only started looking when I couldn't find what to do in a certain spot, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should look to see if he's hiding stuff, and he was. You know, and it was stuff that I probably would have found eventually if I had just jumped around. But I definitely wouldn't have given up on this one if I didn't have the program, because it's just... there's just nothing I could do, especially with the off-screen stuff. Yeah, here I realize I'm stuck. We'll start over. We just want to hit this and wait for the mushroom to come to us. And we need a key to get in over to the right, and it looks like I can't get over there. But there is a dry bone shell that comes out once you hit the on-off switch in the next room. And it's to the far right if you can see it. And I know I can get over there if I'm small. And my assumption eventually is that one of these mini guys has a key. But I can, yeah, you can go under that wall. I figured that out without the program. I was like, I bet you I could just go under there if I'm small, if I have the dry bowl. Float over there. Generally, you're gonna need the Super Mario Bros. 2 costume to kill these guys, but you can actually throw the dry bowl at them. It's just very hard to get a way to hit them with it. But I did plenty of times I was in that room. I threw the dry bowl to kill the guy with the key. So yeah, we eventually do have to lose the power up anyway because we can't get under that wall as a large character. If we had a Link costume, we could get through there. There is a Link costume later in the level, but he uses multiple power-ups throughout the level. So yeah, right now I don't know which one of these guys has the key. Hitting the on-off switch brings all these guys out, so there's a bunch of guys up on top. So, okay, yeah, so now I lost the power-up, so I'm going to have to use the dry bowl to kill these guys. And this guy has the key. Now I have to go get the dry bowl again, and so I have to lose my power up so I can get under here. Yeah, I recognize that setup right away. So we get into the next room. This is the first time we've seen it. Takes our dry bowl away. Can't do anything about that. And then there's just a bunch of shit here. And you see there's like a bomb to the left here, and some on-off blocks, and an on-off switch to the top left. That will come in handy later. You can remember that. Yeah, we see it again here. Sometimes you don't see it. I'm not 100% sure why. Yeah, this you see this. You might recognize this. Is this the right side of the room from where we got the Super Mario Bros. 2 mushroom? He's using screen scroll shenanigans at this point. So honestly, I can actually see that. I'm just looking around right here. He also makes it very hard. There's a hidden block in this room that we need. He makes it very hard to get it because there's all these bullets around. It's a constant barrage of bullets, so it's like, well, where the hell is it? I don't want to be jumping around. It's very difficult to do. And I jump and I accidentally grab the... And here's where I boo it. Basically, I think because I knew... I realized that there was definitely... See, right here, you can't see the bomb, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why I can't see him right now. Because the last 2 times I was in this room, it was just there. So I don't know if I did something different or what. Right here is where there's a Mega Mushroom. So what we want to do is, you see these bricks in the top right hand of the room. We got to get up there. Got to avoid these damn bullets. They're everywhere. But if you wait long enough, you can do it. We're going to go up. Now the screen doesn't scroll up, and it doesn't scroll left or right, and it's really weird that it doesn't. But what it is, and I pause it for a second. I'll unpause it. I don't know if I cut that out perfectly. But Mega Mushroom Mario, his foot is just a little off the screen. So if you jump, you're hitting it on-off. You jump on and on-off with a Mega Mushroom, you activate it. So I jumped 4 times, which actually he doesn't want me to do. It turns out to help me in the future, but I wasn't sure. Eventually that bomb's gonna get hit by a Potaboo and explode. And you see right now it triggered a P-switch. And what's gonna happen right now is I'm gonna get confused and I'm gonna pause it and I think, oh, I need a key. There's another key in the room with the dry bones. I was looking at the program and I noticed that there were 2 keys in that room, but I already got one of them, so this is the correct way to do it. I'm back. This is another life. You saw that I had a Mega Mushroom at the start. I'm trying to get through here with a mushroom. You can't do it anyway, so. And here, I looked and saw through the program that there was a pipe hidden there. I should have realized that right away. If you go to the right here, you kind of get soft locked. You'll notice that there's a muncher there. You can't jump over that muncher. When we go back there, we'll start from here. We're gonna trigger that muncher and then go back through the pipe, because then the muncher is gone. The muncher only comes out once. It's like it's in a coin block. Once the block is activated, it won't be activatable again. So we're gonna come over here. We gotta kill this spike. This is that same room as before where the spike has the key, so we're gonna hit that. And then we gotta go in this pipe down here, which you can barely see. Now this room, oh no, not yet. We gotta hold left through that door, that pipe, or we're screwed. This is the room that really effed me over. It took forever to get through this room. But you'll see me get this hidden block, and I knew that was there. And I mess up, but we're supposed to go up to the left. We're gonna watch a whole run after this, actually, because there's not much left after this room. This room killed me more than any other room. It took me many, many tries, but we're gonna go through a whole run. This is a very complicated level, and a very annoying level, and a very cheap level. Yeah, this one is not fun times. No smile times on this one. Try to meticulously take these guys out. This guy has the key. Now I gotta lose the power up, so I'm gonna just let these guys hit me. Can always spawn a new dry bowl if we lose it. We just have to be careful to grab it. I died plenty of times in that room. If we're fast, we can just get through here pretty easily. But I mess up and I miss the hidden block. It's very important that we hit this 4 times, because if we don't, you're only supposed to hit it 3 times. But if you hit it 4 times, it saves us at the very end. But I always was hitting it 4 times anyway, I just didn't realize I didn't have to. I think the first time I did it, I just hit it multiple times because I wasn't sure what I was doing. Go through the hidden pipe. We're gonna activate this note block, this muncher, and we're gonna not go through that one way, go back through the pipe. Come back into the room, and we're safe from that muncher. That took me a minute to figure out, too. I was like, how am I supposed to get past that muncher? I think there was actually a time I tried to jump over it. I knew that wasn't going to work, though. I lost that in editing. Be careful if you go through there too early. The P-switch is still active. You can get hit. Now, we're gonna vary. This is just very hard to do, because jumping on that springs is hard. So what there is there's a POW over there that I jump on. It's the same concept as the on-off. Now we have a hidden P-block. We land on the P-block, it opens these bullets, but we don't want to jump on this block again, we're screwed. So we only have 1 chance to do this. I died a lot of times getting hit by those bullets. Hidden key here, great job. Great puzzle, buddy. And then if the on-off, I hit the on-off 4 times, that blue block is activated, I get the Link sword. The rest of this level, there's some trolls here, but I know where I'm going. I did look in the program. I wasn't going to be cheated. And we go through this pipe and we win. Yeah, there's a lot of pipes here. Most of them don't do anything. That one on the bottom left is supposed to trick you, because if you go through there, you're screwed. There's nothing there. You're trapped. And that's it. Terrible, terrible puzzle level. I mean, hidden blocks. all kinds of hidden blocks, on, off, or, you know, off-screen shenanigans. I hate that shit. Bad, boo, very boo. Anyway, if you've made it this far, I would appreciate likes, comments, subscriptions. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Have a very nice day. Goodbye.